All right, guys, new car. I know you guys have seen me do this before, but I think I'm gonna do a little bit different video this time. So this is Michelle's new 2016 Tahoe. Her Explorer lease is up, so bought her this car. It just fits our family for towing and everything a little better than the Explorer. None of the German cars really make sense for what we're going to use it for. And cost versus capabilities of this and I think it looks pretty sweet too. So what we're going to do is I had the dealership not touch this thing. There's still the soap all over the tires from the mounting them. I didn't want them messing with it. I didn't want them scratching it out. There's dirt all over it. So what we're going to do is do a full correction, full prep, full correction, full. I will see what the paint looks like. I mean, my guess is it's not too bad because they didn't wash it. So hopefully, I don't have too many sanding marks. I doubt they do any wet sanding on a Tahoe. But we'll see. We'll see what it looks like when we get it under the lights. So I'm going to do the wheels. First thing I'm doing, heavy-duty wheel cleaner. I'm going to spray some Stoner's Terminator on the tires just to give it a quick cleaning. Just let that sit while I go around. So I'm going to go around all the tires, spray the wheel cleaner. All the wheels, spray the heavy-duty wheel cleaner. This is a 1Z Einzet Color Tech, and sorry, I got something in my eyeball. And then Stoners, and then I'll follow up with the Griot's rubber prep. All right, so it's been on the wheel for a minute or two while I hose the rest of the car down, and I could probably just reach all the way up in here with this lambskin mitt from Griot's. Sweet, these are gonna be real easy to clean. So I asked the dealership not to mess with the car, and they were very nice to comply. So despite the fact that it's super dirty and it's not fun to take that new car smell home with you, I prefer to do things on my own terms rather than having it swirled out. This is 1Z Einzet Color Tech. I'll probably end up painting these calipers. These tiny little brakes for such a big car. It almost makes me want to upgrade them. So I'm not going to remove these wheels. I'm just spraying the Stoners off, just kind of get the junk off the wheels, off the tires. And I'll hit it with some Griot's. I'm not going to remove these wheels. I'm just going to use the Hydro 2 on them. And we'll do our normal CarPro Pearl treatment to the tires. I'll cut off all the little knobbies when I get it in the garage. The tires aren't really all that dirty. So I bought this car because my plan was to lease Michelle a car. You're just getting a new one every 3 years so you don't have to worry about it. Well, it didn't work very well because she put 60,000 miles in the thing. So I bought this car instead. I'll also do Hydro 2 up under here. I'll just clean this off real quick. So I think, let's see. So what I'm going to do is go through wheel by wheel, clean it off. You'll get the idea. All right, guys, engine bay looks pretty clean. So I'm just going to clean it real quick. All you guys that are freaking out, go ahead and do it on your own time. Leave me out of it. I'm just gonna do it my way. So stop yelling at me. I promise I've done this before. So this is McGuire's, what is this? It's like a satin, I forget what it's called. You'll have to look it up on my website. But this just adds a nice satin sheen to the engine bay. So you just spray it on wet, and I'm going to close the hood, and that's it. So I just hosed off kind of the dust. I mean, the car is brand spanking new, so it is pretty clean under here. Good old American Monster V8. I like to do this now before I actually do anything to the paint, because I don't want to get this stuff on it. So that's it. I didn't even wipe anything down. All I did was simply spray it down, and I'm going to close it, call it a day. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to decon. I'm going to spray the car down with Adams APC and Chemical Guy Citrus Wash Red to get, if there is anything, any wax or anything like that, I get it off the car. And then we'll wash it. And then what I'm going to do is then I'll spray it with some iron out, just to get, I'm sure there's some rail dust and some things in the car, because it does come up on a rail car. I think from Texas is where I think they build these things, from Texas to Jacksonville. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm basically going to call it a night, and I'll clay bar the thing or auto scrub the thing later on. So first thing I'm going to do is just spray it down and get this out of the way. Again, the dealer hasn't touched this thing. And forgive me, my tripod is broken, so I'm on what's left of my tripod because some idiot ran it over. Literally, ran it over with a van. I don't know whose genius idea was to put a giant antenna right on the front of the thing, but that's good old American engineering for you. That's a lot of paint. Holy crap. What did I get myself into? Holy moly. You know, being an S2000 guy, I'm used to little cars. And holy cow, this thing's big. I guess we'll get used to it, huh? So that's part of the reason why I'm choosing to C-quartz to coat this thing. Yeah, I want to keep it nice, but I don't want to have to wax it every 6 months. Plus, for now, until I get a new garage, it's going to sit outside. So we've got water, Adams APC, Chemical Guy Citrus Red in here. And we're gonna foam the whole car and then let it sit while I fill up the other buckets in order to wipe this thing down. Doesn't look like there's any wax or anything on the car. I don't know what they do at the factory. Frankly, I don't really care because I'm about to get rid of all this crap. I'm gonna debadge it. My wife said no. I said, I don't care. I'm taking the badges off because I don't want to deal with them. Cleaning the dirt and stuff out of them for the rest of my life. This thing looks good in foam. Although I think every car looks good in foam. All right, got my new Adams buckets. Don't know why. Actually, I had a friend who bought a bunch of stuff and she decided she's not gonna wash her car anymore. So I bought them off of her, and before you message me, I already gave away the other buckets, so sorry. So what I have in here, I'm filling up my rinse bucket. Then I'm gonna do Chemical Guy Citrus Red in this bucket and wipe the car down. I always put the soap on the sponge. Stuff has a very interesting feel to it. It's very grabby. You know, part of the reason why I bought this over another Explorer, other than the ability to tow, you know, my house off the foundation, was in the Explorer, it just had all kinds of rust spots on it. Ford's like, well, I would have gotten all bent out of shape if I didn't lease the thing. But they're like, as long as it doesn't rust a hole through, you're good. Like, what? So let me get this straight. If the hole doesn't go through the ceiling because of a bad weld, then I'm still good. They're like, yep. Otherwise, we don't cover it under warranty. Well, I guess you're getting a car back then with a rust hole in it, because I was thinking about buying it. It was a lease. Take a little getting used to washing this thing. We'll see how long it lasts before I start sending it through automatic car washes. A common question I saw on Instagram about me getting this is, why wouldn't you buy German? Well, when Germany makes a car that works like this one does, I'll buy it. And you got the Q7, but the Q7 doesn't tow like this does. Nice car. A BMW, the X5 is super cool, but it's super small. I mean, what's the point? I'd rather just buy a big sedan. Like same thing with the Cayenne. Unless you needed four-wheel drive for the winters, I just don't see the point over something like this. So, anyway, this is cool enough. I've been making these things long enough that hopefully bulletproof, like I'm assuming it will be. Wow, there's all kinds of crap on the paint. This thing's gonna look great when I get it completely decontaminated. And then hopefully I won't need to do a compound, and just mainly due to time. There's a lot of paint. Anyway, before you guys yell at me, I'm gonna go wash the top of the other side, and we'll come back. I'll show you the next step. Rolling along here. This is why I don't let dealers touch the car. I mean, this paint, there's all kinds of embedded stuff in the paint. And even just that first wash, in order to get this out, they're gonna have to buff the crap out of this paint. So I'm obviously not gonna do that. I'm just gonna take my time and get the layers of dirt out, one step at a time, instead of a dealer attempting to get all this rail dust and stuff off the car right off the bat. So next step, sometimes I'll dry it. I'm not really worried about this car that much. So now I'm gonna spray an iron out solution on here to get this, get the paint prepped for, let's use, use my Car Pro iron out. I hate using those Auto Finesse bottles. So you don't want to put this on in the sun. I'm gonna do the wheels too. Oh my gosh. I've never seen so much iron on paint before. Again, this thing came probably on an open rail car. So when you're talking about iron in the paint, this stuff is turning bright purple. It makes it fun. You obviously don't want to do this in the sun. I don't know what would happen, but I wouldn't try it. I'll get a close-up of this when I get back around. Wow. Yeah, doing some new cars. But see, most cars are covered. Most cars that I'm going to buy. This thing, it's a Chevy, so they're just going to throw it on a car and throw it on a truck, throw it on a rail car, call it a day. I mean, the whole hood, pink and purple. Maybe I'll spray this side first and then. I'm telling you guys, I've never seen anything like this. So certainly on this car, the $2 or $3 is going to cost me to do this. It's worth every penny. It's going to make the paint pop when I polish it. Getting all this crap that's embedded in it out. So I'm going to spray this on. By the time I get back around the car, I'll spray this. I'll be ready to spray this off. And I'm going to use the deionizer to spray it off. That way I don't have to dry it. I used about half a bottle. And my cars usually use a lot less. Let's see if we can't. Let me rinse my hands off, get this crap off my hands. So the entire car is running purple. Let's see if I can't get in here and show you what I'm talking about. So the whole thing, you can see those little streaks. Just running purple all the way down it. See what I'm talking about? You know, it's hard on the camera and white. It's kind of dark. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hose the thing down now, and then I'm going to deionize it in order to not have to dry it. The paint feels incredibly different. There's an amazing amount of rail dust and iron embedded in the paint. So just that one application of you can still see some stuff running out. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to deionize the car, spray it down with the deionizer. I've already hosed down or sprayed down the car. Yeah, even the windows. Now the clay, now I feel comfortable using auto scrub and just dialing it in real quickly. So I'm going to deionize it, and I'm just going to pull it in the garage, and I'm probably done for the night. But just that one step, I don't know how dealers do it, because I know they don't use this stuff. Maybe some of them do. Maybe they have their own solution to get iron out of the paint, but it feels really good in comparison to what it felt like a minute ago.